Hello, my name is Chao Bin. I'm a principal investigator at the Singapore Center for Environmental Life Sciences Engineering. I'm also associate professor in the School of Civil and Environmental Engineering at NTU.
Hi, I'm Jonas Koh and I'm a PhD student at SCELSE.
Plastic pollution is a global issue. Now, 6 out of 20 countries that contribute the most to plastic pollution in the world are in the Southeast Asian region. Although there has been a lot of studies on how plastic interact with microorganisms in other regions of the world, we do not have any studies in this region. But the Southeast Asian seas, the environmental conditions are completely different. We have a high temperature throughout the year, strong UV intensity, relatively low salinity in the coastal region around Singapore. So all these unique environmental conditions will shape the unique interactions between the plastics and the microorganisms.
Microorganisms will form a biofilm on the plastic surfaces, and this plastic surface, the microbial community, is very different from the surrounding seawater and sediment, and therefore it is coined the term Plastisphere. So for this work, we've been to 14 different regions in Singapore, mainly consisting of mangrove forests, coral reefs, seagrass meadows, as well as beaches, and we collected 168 pieces of plastic debris, seawater and sediment samples. After that, we bring it back to the lab, we extract the DNA, and then we send it for sequencing to understand the microbial community on the plastic surfaces, as well as sediment and seawater microbial communities. There could be potential pathogens that can affect the ecosystem from the bottom up. So for example, if marine organisms will be able to consume it, and then they might get diseases from it. Or there can be potential pathogens that can affect the health of the ecosystem. For example, it can cause coral diseases. So therefore, it's very important to study who is in the plastisphere and how can they potentially affect the ecosystem.
So on the other hand, the plastisphere provides a unique environment for us to look for the potential plastic degrading organisms. In the marine environment, you always lack of nutrients. So the microorganisms, they attach onto the plastic surfaces. They may use plastic as the food source. That is why Plastisphere can be a microbial resource for us. We may have some microorganisms that may help us to manage plastics. For example, we can design biochemical approaches or strategies to convert plastic waste into something that is more valuable. This is what we call the upcycling of plastics through biotechnological approaches. We have isolated a few strains from the Plastisphere collected from this region, and they have shown some potential capabilities in degrading plastics. And we are currently characterizing them.
SCELSE is one of the first to conduct such experiments in coastal ecosystem around Southeast Asia.